Right now at 10, a federal grand jury indicting the Wisconsin judge in an immigration case.
And a Monroe County School District gets a day off after a construction accident.
Plus, nonprofits battle to be the winner of Viroqua Soup. Find out which group brought home the prize.
WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. A Brownsville man is in custody for a stabbing incident in Hoka. Nicholas McCabe allegedly stabbed his father outside their family business in Hoka. According to the criminal complaint, police arrived to find the 24-year-old still attacking his father. Daniel McCabe was taken to the hospital with critical injuries. Police say he told investigators his son, who suffers from bipolar disorder, hadn't been taking his medication. One neighbor says he witnessed the incident.
It's in between the two apartments back at the business behind us to just see the father and son going at it, and then I realized when I walked around the corner that he was actually stabbing his dad. My neighbor was already over there trying to pull him apart, and there was police pulling up real fast, and it was just a giant mess.
McCabe faces attempted second-degree murder and multiple assault charges.
The Wisconsin judge accused of helping an undocumented immigrant evade ICE agents has been indicted in federal court. Judge Hannah Dugan was indicted on charges of obstruction and concealing an individual from arrest. Dugan is accused of escorting Eduardo Flores Ruiz through a jury door after confronting ICE agents. She will appear in court on Thursday.
The Vernon County Sheriff's Office is remembering fallen officers. The memorial service is just one of hundreds of services held nationwide as part of National Police Week, honoring America's law enforcement community, especially those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. Today's service honoring fallen officers Bobby Dixon, Michael Cook, and Curtis Starry.
They gave their lives serving our communities, keeping us safe, serving, protecting, and the very least we could do is say thank you for your service, especially to those that were unable to come home to their loved ones.
This year, 25 Wisconsin police officers have been killed in the line of duty.
Well, another hospital is planned for the Chippewa Valley. Today, Clear Sky health officials announced plans in Eau Claire. The 36-bed facility will specialize in treating patients recovering from strokes, brain injuries, and other complex conditions. Officials say the 45,000-square-foot hospital will create approximately 100 jobs and treat more than 650 patients annually when it opens mid-next year.
Wisconsin is facing a considerable workforce shortage.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains how a new grant proposal would help attract workers from outside the Badger State.
For many Wisconsin towns, businesses are the backbone.
Your small business in your town is going to support your local events. They're going to support your local baseball teams, your high school students.
But Wisconsin employers are facing a tough reality. Right now, more than 150,000 job positions are unfilled.
To just get candidates to apply really is hard.
And it won't get any easier. In the next 25 years, Wisconsin's population is expected to drop by nearly 200,000 residents.
So it's about how do we import more people to our state? How do we bring them here?
When it comes to attracting workers, State Senator Patrick Testin says we need to act now.
We have to understand that we are in direct competition with 49 other states.
He's proposing a new bill that would create grant opportunities to help persuade out-of-state families to move to Wisconsin communities.
We think this could be another tool available for our local communities to attract professionals and young families.
Local governments, tribes, and certain nonprofit organizations could apply for the grant program. If awarded, communities would use the money to administer and market incentives they create to attract out-of-state families. Minor believes that even though the program is designed to help individual communities, it would benefit the entire state.
Whether it's here, La Crosse, Madison, Superior, Green Bay, all of that influx of new people adds to the economic of our state.
Business owners know the grant program won't fix all of their workforce woes, but they say it's a strong start.
Anytime that we can collaborate on attracting talent to the state, to our community, is a good thing.
Senator Teston says the bill has bipartisan support and is hopeful it'll make it into the state budget this summer.
Wisconsin lawmakers are considering a ban on cell phones in classrooms. The proposed bill would require public schools to prohibit cell phone use during instructional time, with exceptions for emergencies. A research survey finds 72% of high school teachers consider phone distractions a major problem. Now, if passed, Wisconsin would join 19 states in the statewide restrictions.
Now, there was no school for kids in Sparta today after a technology shutdown. Officials say crews accidentally cut fiber lines during some nearby construction work, leaving the schools without internet or phones. District officials said without reliable communication, it wasn't safe to operate schools. No word yet on when repairs will be completed.
Well, dry and warm conditions sparking wildfires in Wisconsin and Minnesota. Yesterday, 80 acres were burned in Juneau County. That wildfire is now under control after threatening dozens of homes in northeast Minnesota. Multiple wildfires have prompted evacuations and destroyed dozens of structures. Nearly 19,000 acres have burned. That fire is 0% contained.
And we've had a lot of dry days of late, but perhaps some precipitation moving into the region, Greg.
Yeah, we're going to have some big changes for the second half of the month, and that involves more rainfall and much cooler temperatures are going to be on the way, but we're not going to see that for another couple days. It's going to be a warm overnight. We're still sitting in the 70s. We had a few storms throughout the area this afternoon, isolated to maybe widely scattered coverage, not in the way of much rainfall for most of those, but we're going to see mild conditions continue overnight with temperatures barely getting down into the low 60s, upper 50s. Our dew point has come up. We had some 60 dew points, so it's a little bit more humid out there, and that'll be the story really for tomorrow too, but waking up at 63, getting up to about 80. That storm chance for La Crosse will probably be in the afternoon once again, but it's not going to be a huge chance. Still a warm day with a south-southeast wind. A better chance, I think, for Eau Claire in the afternoon. More of this activity should be further north, but still getting up to 71 after 79, at noon, after starting at 61 too. So very warm. Really, it's all responsible because of a low that's circulating just down in Indiana that's providing some of this activity to flow from east to west across the area. One more day of it, and then things will turn a little bit different as we go into Thursday, because we do have some severe weather to plan out for Thursday, followed by windy and much cooler conditions going through the weekend too, and even a lot more rain coming next week, which is even better news for a lot of people too.
All right, lots to break down in a bit. Thanks, Greg.
The American Red Cross is gearing up for summer with a blood drive. The event at the La Crosse Library will serve hospitals in Black River Falls and Prairie du Chien. Blood is always in demand, especially during the summer.
We're busy, things are going on, there's people are traveling, camping, doing outdoor activities, so blood donation falls kind of to the bottom of the priority list. So it's important for people to think, as we have extra daylight to do things throughout the day, think about giving an hour of your time to donate blood.
All donors in today's drive received a $20 gift card of their choosing. Now, if you want to give blood, visit redcrossblood.org for a schedule of upcoming drives.
UWL students this week are moving out sustainably. The university's Reduce, Reuse, Reimagine initiative helps students donate unwanted items instead of sending them to landfills during move out. School officials say last year's effort diverted nearly 12 tons of material and redistributed more than 1,800 items to local nonprofits.
The most sustainable thing is to reuse your items, but for some individuals on our campus that may not be a possibility, and so we wanted to provide this option to reduce the amount of waste during campus move out.
The program was so successful it earned a Recycling Excellence Award from the Wisconsin DNR. Though a reminder, this recycling drop-off is only for on-campus students.
Nonprofits in Viroqua competed to make their dreams a reality. Viroqua Soup hosted 4 nonprofits looking to make a difference in the community. Red Lou Mobile Library, Friends of Bigley Pool, VernonReporter.com, and Family Children's Center partners in Wellness Fair, all pitching their ideas. Attendees then pay $5 for a bowl of soup and a chance to vote for their favorite idea.
A platform that they can come and be heard and be seen. It just spreads the word so easily. We have fabulous supporters that we see at every soup, and yet every soup event that we have, we see new people coming and exploring and understanding how these crowdfunding events work.
The winner of tonight's event was Red Lou Mobile Library. They will take the $600 prize to put towards their library on wheels.
Still to come tonight, the Florida State shooter appears in court.
Plus, why President Trump is lifting all sanctions on Syria.
Slow or clogged sink, toilet, or main drain? Maxwell White can help. Ask about our $99 mainline drain opening special. Includes a free camera inspection. Address the root problem now to avoid costly repairs or future damage. Call or book online today.
Ah, it's deer season.
Already? Nice knowing you. We gotta hide.
No, not that deer season. Deer season. It's that time of year when you can get $3,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd.
Visit Tractor Central today to find out why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
It's a John Deere day.
Fleet Farm's Garden Center has discounts on hundreds of plants, flowers, vegetables, fertilizers, and more. Like Farm Fresh Selects 10-inch hanging baskets for $17.99. And large bags of Miracle-Gro all-purpose garden soil for just $7.99. Plus, get a 21-inch full-bore 3-in-1 push mower on sale for only $259.99. When it comes to the great outdoors, let Fleet Farm handle all your patio, lawn, and garden needs at the best prices guaranteed.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
The student accused of opening fire at Florida State University will remain in jail with no bond. Phoenix Eichner appeared before a judge via video from jail today. The 20-year-old is accused of killing 2 people and injuring 6 others last month on the Tallahassee campus. The judge ordered him to have no contact with the victims' families. Eichner faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and 7 counts of attempted first-degree murder.
The president kicking off day 1 of his trip to the Middle East with a major announcement regarding Syria and stern words for Iran. CBS News' Torian Small has more.
Speaking at an economic forum in Saudi Arabia, President Trump announced he's ordering all sanctions against Syria be lifted.
I will be ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria in order to give them a chance at greatness.
The remarks drew an immediate standing ovation.
Now it's their time to shine.
Gulf leaders have been rallying behind the Syrian government, which overthrew the Assad regime last year in an effort to block Iran's influence there. During a speech Tuesday, the president addressed Iran, offering an olive branch to the country to strike a deal to curtail its nuclear program.
Iran's leadership rejects this olive branch and continues to attack their neighbors, then we will have no choice but to inflict massive maximum pressure.
Earlier in the day, the president arrived to a lavish welcome in Saudi Arabia, which included a lavender carpet. The White House announced Tuesday a $600 billion commitment from Saudi Arabia to invest in the U.S., including nearly $146 billion in defense sales, as well as billions for AI, energy, and healthcare.
The next stop on this trip is Qatar. It comes amid reports that the small country has offered President Trump a luxury jet to use as Air Force One. That potential gift is sparking bipartisan criticism.
Qatar is not, in my opinion, a great ally. I mean, they support Hamas, and so what I'm worried about is the safety of the President of the United States.
This is not just naked corruption. It is also a grave national security threat.
President Trump has called Qatar's offer a great gesture. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has begun the process to take prescription fluoride tablets and drops off the market. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services announcing that ingested fluoride can alter your digestive tract. The products are primarily prescribed to young children who are at a high risk of tooth decay. A safety review and public comment period is scheduled to be completed by October 31st.
Well, Google is announcing a solution to combat text scams that are on the rise across the country. Tuesday, Google Messages began updates to the scam text detection technology that's on most Android phones. The improved scam detection will be able to spot hoaxes like the common unpaid toll texts and fraud texts related to crypto. We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
Yeah, unfortunately, the changes are coming. Our warm and dry conditions are going to be coming to an end. We'll track when we could see some severe storms, what the temperatures look like going forward for Friday and the upcoming weekend. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I'm Mike Rowe, and this is the most honest commercial you're going to see all week.
Today, we're waterproofing a basement.
How long do you think this problem has been a problem?
Well, actually, the homeowner told us that she's lived here for 42 years, and when they first moved in, they had water issues.
Yeah.
That is like your telltale sign of like, hey, I'm having an issue, and that's when people should call.
Get a free and honest inspection with Innovative Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Give your business the dumpster service it deserves for 15% less than you're paying now with Big Hook. Big Hook offers daily, weekly, or monthly pickups with professional drivers and 24-hour emergency service to our La Crosse County customers. New commercial accounts lock in a 15% savings, plus be one of the first 100 to sign up and get free delivery, setup, and a $50 gift card. This is a limited time offer. Save more with service you can trust. Contact Big Hook today.
Big things are happening in neighborhoods all over Wisconsin where an all-new scratch game from the Wisconsin Lottery is making a splash. It is absolutely amazing. It's $2,000 loaded, a brand new $20 scratch game. It's a number match game with over 1,900 top prizes of $2,000 and over $7 million in total prizes. Now available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
They've ruined our economy. President Trump is fixing it. Trump's plan, middle-class tax cuts, job-creating tax cuts, tariffs that bring home American jobs, slashing waste, fraud and abuse, increasing American energy production, bringing down prices. We're already seeing results. The cost of living's coming down. Inflation and gas prices at 4-year lows. Wages are up, and we're creating American jobs. Tell Congress this is a good deal for America. Support President Trump's plan to get our economy back on track.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Yeah, we definitely have some changes on the way too, but we still got a couple days where we will hit 80 degrees once again, but then the storms come in. So tomorrow we still got a little bit of low clouds out there. Not really fog, it's just low clouds that kind of hang around in the morning. Scattered storms in the afternoon, coverage probably further better as you go further north. Still very isolated, and once again, just very tiny thunderstorms and a little bit of rain from them too. So something to keep in mind for the afternoon, but definitely won't have to change any plans for the afternoon. Warm, we'll have 80s, potentially maybe even 90. Cooler Friday behind the front, and that comes with the storms that come through Thursday afternoon, maybe evening, and they likely could be severe. And I'll track out with the threat what I mean. It's going to probably be more Wisconsin than areas to the west of the river. But overall for tomorrow, more 80s. Once, if you get a shower or storm in the afternoon, you might dip back down in the 70s, but then you'll come back up. So overall, still warm, light wind still, but a little bit of increase from the winds from the south-southeast. You'll notice that. And the dew points come up a little bit too. So a little bit more humid, but nothing unbearable quite yet. As we go into Thursday, we could have a few showers or storms towards the morning hour, but not expecting to see a lot more of that till the afternoon. Getting up, it's going to be in the 60s, fairly muggy too a little bit with that. As we go into the afternoon, that's when we could see showers and storms. Mid 80s, potentially get close to 90 because there will be some drier air, and it'll take a little bit longer for storms maybe further south and east to go to develop. So most of the day might be dry towards southwest Wisconsin. So some of those areas could get close to 90 before the storms do come through. Behind it, Friday, we're going to drop back into the 70s. But the wind could be the story too. West winds potentially gusting near 40 at times. It'll accompany maybe some more showers and storms. Not as much coverage as we saw Thursday night, but still, it's going to be a lot cooler going into Friday. Now overall for tomorrow, as we wake up, as I mentioned, you have this little bit of low cloud area. You can kind of see that along I-94 and up to the east. It'll remain there for a little bit in the morning, then burn off probably by about 9 a.m. And then we'll start seeing activity develop, but this time it'll be more south to north movement of this instead of kind of east to west. So you see this activity by the time you get to 2 to 3, just very widely scattered showers, very small thunderstorms potentially. It'll kind of drift to the north through the afternoon and through the evening hours. So mainly north of I-90 is where the better coverage of this is, not as much as you go further south. It'll continue to about 6 or 7 before it begins to fall apart. Winds will start picking up Wednesday going into Thursday. And then here's the first line that could come through in the morning. If it holds together, that could be a line of showers, maybe a storm from about 7 to 9 p.m. as it comes through. It won't, by the time we get to noon, then we'll have a break of the activity. Winds pick up, and then the next line comes through, and there's still some question of where this develops. But right now, it seems to develop along or east of the river after about 3 to 4 p.m. This line quickly will come severe as it moves north. And right now, I would say winds as it pushes north, it'll be clearing the area fairly even early in the evening. So most of Thursday night probably will be okay once we get past this activity, but then Friday, as I mentioned, the wind is the bigger story. We do have alert day conditions going in to Thursday afternoon and evening, although we kind of kept it kind of generic on the timing. I think it's about 4 to about 8 p.m. at the most. Right now, the main threat is damaging winds. We'll have to keep an eye on these other 2, hail and tornado, but we're less confident that we're going to see that. They will be moving fairly quickly. So if you got afternoon plans Thursday, definitely stay aware that we might have some activity going in. And winds, there's a Thursday going into Friday winds. We could see gusts over 40 going into Friday. That'll be the story for Friday. And beyond that, much cooler for the weekend, although it does look fairly dry and breezy, but it'll be about a 15-degree drop from what we had from the previous weekend. And then next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that looks wet too, and substantial amounts of rainfall potentially for that period too. So definitely a change to what we had going into the second half of May.
Absolutely. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Rangers poised for a strong finish to their regular season, plus a big matchup in the Three Rivers Conference on the softball diamond. Jacob is next.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
The Driftless region is a thriving community where tradition and innovation shine. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like iron, sulfur, PFAS, and manganese. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
We would like to thank everyone who voted the board store Best of La Crosse, Best in Remodeling, Best in Windows, and several other categories. It is our privilege to serve the community for over 35 years. We owe our success to an amazing team of professionals and a commitment to do things right and do the right thing. If you have home improvement plans, big or small, do call or visit our showroom. Bathrooms, kitchens, windows, doors, sunroom, siding, pergolas, decks, more than you expect for less than you thought. The board store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
At Taco John's, we serve a higher standard of flavor with grilled chicken, creamy fiesta sauce, and always hot potato olays. That's what we call West Mex. Try our freshest lineup yet with the new Fiesta menu, only at Taco John's.
This is the story about a little empathy. No matter where little empathy looked, it just couldn't find its place in the world. Which was sad, because it had so much to give. Then one day, little empathy made a friend. And the friend took it somewhere it would always be useful and appreciated. Welcome to a place where healthcare is all about caring. Amplify Health. A little empathy changes everything.
Sleepy Hollow Commercial Truck Center. We'll upfit your truck with anything you need to get the job done. Dump beds, flatbeds, we've got them. Snowplows, we've got them. Auto glasses, spray and bed liners, we got you covered. We'll prepare your truck for anything at Sleepy Hollow Commercial Truck Center.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, the Logan baseball team is hoping to start a hot stretch to end their regular season like they did a year ago when that propelled them to a state tournament berth. Rangers taking on Arcadia. And the boys from the north side looking sharp tonight. Good outing from senior Logan Hansen on senior night. 5 1/3 innings, 1 hit allowed, and 7 strikeouts for him. And then in the batter's box, a lot of success as well. Jackson Bosch sprays one to center to score Sam Deal. Logan goes up 2-0. Then another senior, Bradley Check, rips one to the second baseman. Play can't be made, and Tommy Check crosses the plate to make it 3-0. And from there, the Rangers would add on a handful more as they shut out the Raiders. Important Three Rivers matchup in Caledonia, or as Caledonia hosts La Crescent Hoka. Lexi Keesaw at the plate smokes a grounder past the shortstop, sending in Ella Gates and Ireland Johnson to put the Lancers up 2-0 in the 5th. Alec Knutson then lacing one up the middle, helping Keesaw around the bases. Lancers jump out to a 3-0 lead with momentum late in the game. The Warriors, Paisley Lang, trying to turn things around, sends a grounder up the middle, bringing in Ashlyn Reinhart, who's in to make it 3-1, giving the Warriors some hope, but Keesaw takes the game into her own hands with a huge hit down the right field line, getting another RBI, making the game 4-1. The Lancers would add one more, winning 5-1. Let's check in on some girls soccer action. Aquinas hosting 6th-ranked Central. A little over halfway through the first half. Grace Wilkerson finds some space. She's going to let one rip, and it is eventually gathered by Madeline Grossbach. Laura Lapp equally as good in net for much of the night as she gathers that loose ball for Central. Then a key chance for the Riverhawks. Avery Brossard's attempt is going to clank off the post. Late in this one, it's Hayden Zarin with the winner as the Blue Golds score the top 10 upset. Some Sunset soccer in West Salem. Panthers hosting Holman elsewhere in the MVC. Standout speedster Brinley Kelly with some fancy footwork, finding some space, but that one is going to be saved by Moira Lins. Later, Panthers' Emily Graham finds Kelly with a through ball. She beats a few defenders with her feet and slots it home to make it a 1-0 lead 18 minutes into the game. Panthers would lead by that same score at half. We're still waiting on a final from this one. Brewers not worthy of highlights tonight. Make it back-to-back days. They have been shut out against the Guardians. Quinn Priester did his best on the mound for Milwaukee, but Cleveland would muster 2 runs in the win. Crew hitting 177 as a team in May. Well, it's not every day that you get a phone call asking if you'd like to represent your country overseas at a world championship. Not too long ago, that happened to lacrosse's Jaquan Robinson. If you hear a basketball bouncing in the lacrosse YMCA, there's a good chance it's Jaquan. He was selected to represent the USA at the United World Games in Italy and Austria next month through the PhD Hoops program. Jaquan attended a U.S. Select camp in Madison, and weeks later he received a phone call saying he had made the team. A special moment that he shared with his mother, who has been his biggest supporter.
She actually got the phone call, and then they asked for me, and then we put it on speaker, and they gave me that opportunity and told me about it. And I was almost running around my room. I was excited, man. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Jaquan's schedule includes waking up at 5 a.m., living in the gym, lifting weights, and eating right. And he says if you put your mind to something like this, you can achieve your goals.
This is definitely an opportunity anybody can have. Just stay in the gym, stay disciplined. If you want it, you can get it. And don't listen to anybody that tell you can't do it. Because I didn't, and I achieved it.
It's great, some good dribbling right there. He hopes the performance will help him to get some college opportunities as well in the future. So best of luck to Jaquan, and we will see what happens. I said to report back so we can touch base if they bring back a gold medal, see what happens on that front. So, but like I said, very fun chat today this morning at the YMCA, and good for him.
I'm thinking get a plane ticket and
just go do a story on him.
Yeah. Some play-by-play.
That'd be cool. I've never been to Italy or Austria, so I'm down.
Let's pitch the boys back in the management room.
Let's do it.
I like it.
Thanks, Jake.
I'm going to go too. All right, more news right after this.
Get up to 60% off list prices
at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Like a modern chaise with storage that's also a sleeper. Relax and recline for just $495. Get a Sealy Queen mattress starting at $299.
Do not miss this one.
Hey, Nick. Want your usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Well, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that GNT can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on GNT to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. They have never let me down.
Call G&T.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to G&T.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Lastin Exteriors. Our highly trained technicians can install the complete water management system for your home with our exclusive custom gutters, gutter helmet, and helmet heat. Gutter helmet is filter-free, so it will never clog, guaranteeing you'll never clean your gutters again. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
She's always had it. Pure ambition. An unbridled self-confidence that most people only dream of. You see it driving her, empowering her, and in time, you see it fueling her future. Perhaps even helping her blaze a new trail. All she needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities. Unlimited opportunity.
Let's go!
Seatbelts?
Nah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Those dudes are going nowhere fast.
Donald Driver!
Buckle up, fellas. If you don't, it can cost you money or worse.
Got that? I told you.
You were right. Click it or kick it. Together, we can save lives.
All new Sealy Posturepedic now at Slumberland. Get a Sealy Queen mattress for $299. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get 60-month financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. The Memorial Sale at Slumberland.
Corgis in Council Bluffs, Iowa, racing for a cause over the weekend.
The event raises money for local animal shelters. Corgis from across the area were invited to qualify for this year's race.
The finalists will compete in the actual finals in August. This was the 5th year for the race, and it has grown every year it's been held. This is something that's really gaining traction, because this is not the only Corgi race we have seen in this year already.
We've seen others.
There have been a few. I think some of them were in Britain because of the Queen.
Yeah, that's right. And the Queen. Okay, but we've got them right here in our area.
They're
I would love to
adorable.
watch these in person.
I know.
And get Greg's Roman Corgi in the race too. That'd be fun to watch also.
plan.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Banking should be easy. Ultra's A+ accounts put online and mobile banking at your fingertips. Plus, a contactless debit card for everyday purchases. No stress, just banking made for you. Now that's worth celebrating. Open your account today.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like $50 off all Aaron's walk-behind mowers or new Husqvarna riding mowers powered by Briggs & Stratton engines. Plus, as a family-owned business, we offer the Blaine's Best Price Promise, guaranteeing you'll always find the lowest price with us, or we'll match it. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Wherever you are in Wisconsin, there's a free and confidential Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC, or Tribal Partner Agency. We're here for older adults, adults with disabilities, and your families. ADRCs are a bridge to support for benefits and financial assistance, transportation, in-home care, and more. Get to know your local ADRC and connect with resources now. Call toll-free 1-844-WIS-ADRC or go to findmyadrc.org.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We built it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
We know that home is where you can be yourself. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, our competitive rates and personalized local servicing can help find the loan that fits you. Because home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you. Apply for your home loan with Ultra today.
All right, still warm through Wednesday, a few more storms in the afternoon, but keep your eye on Thursday afternoon for severe weather. Otherwise, much cooler as we go through the weekend into early next week.
Rain's coming.
Yep.
Get the rain jackets out.